Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video tutorial, we're going to be learning how you can create a sign-in form for a website. Now, if you guys are new to the channel and if you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you subscribe and turn the bell on so that you're notified. So with that being said, let's start the video. So this is the form that we're going to be creating today. So the main container has a partitioning between these two sections. So the left side has the sign-in form, and on the right side you can see that we have an image and the name of the company, which is Choco. Now in the sign-in we have the username and the password and the sign-in button which submits the form, and then we have an anchor tag with the name of create new account. So when you create, it doesn't actually take us to any registration form, but you can add if you want. And for the right side section, as I've said, it has the company name, which is Choco, and also this is based on a fictional chocolate company, so the color is a bit brownish. So here in the index.html file inside the body, so the first thing that we're going to do is create a div with the class of container to hold everything inside, so both of the sections. So I'm going to create the div with a class container, and then within which I'm going to create first the form section with h1, and it's going to say sign in, and then we're going to have input with placeholder email and username. So the first input is going to be type email, the second one going to be password, so the placeholder is going to be password, and also a button type submit, which is going to say sign in. And then we're going to add the span, it's going to say haven't created an account, and then within which I'm going to add the create new anchor tag. So the form section is done. So you can see this is how it's going to look, since it already has some default styling in my CSS. So you can see that the text font may be different, so I've used Poppins for that. And for the cover section, so for the right side cover section, I've added the image. So you can see that the image is pretty big, and then right underneath that we're going to add the name of the company, which is Choco. All right, you can see. So with this, we're basically done with our HTML. So in my CSS, the first thing that I've done is I've added the font family link of Poppins. So I've imported that, and I've removed margin and padding, and also I have added box sizing to border box and outline to none. And then I have added this font size to HTML at 62.5%, since we're going to be using rem units, so we want one rem to be 10 pixels, so we can do that way. And now inside the body, I've added min height, width, and also the font family as Poppins. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add display grid and place items to center, since we want the container to be at the center. I can see that it still is not at the center because we have this very big image which is at the center actually, but it doesn't look so. And then we're going to add a background to this color, and also overflow X to hidden, since we do not want anything to overflow on the X axis. Now we're going to target the container, so we're going to give it width of 80 rem and height of 30 rem, and we want to add display flex and align it at the center, and we also want to add padding. And now we're going to target each individual section, so we want to target the form and also the cover, and we want to give both of these a height of 100%, a background color of this, and border radius of 1 rem, so that the edges of both the sections are curved, as you can see. And now we're going to target the form, and we're going to give it width of 60%, then display flex and flex direction to column, since we want each item inside the form to stack on top of each other. And then we're going to add padding and a margin right. Now we're going to target the h1 inside of the form, and we want to give it margin bottom of 1 rem, and then font size and this color. Now we want to target the input, and we want to give it border none, and padding and margin. Now we also want to add a background color, so we want to add this and a border radius. Now we want to target the placeholder and add the Poppins font family to that, and also this color. Now with this, we have the input section almost complete. And then we want to target the submit button. We want to add margin right auto and padding and a background color, and with this color, font color, and then font family as Poppins and border none and a border radius. Now we also need a margin top, so we want to add that, and a transitions if you want to add some hover state, but I have no hover state, so you can exclude this section. Now we're going to target the containers form span, which has the create new text, so we want to add some styling. We want to give it font size and also color. And now we want to target the anchor tag. We want to remove the text decoration, the underline design, and we want to also add a color to it and a font weight, and also margin left, and we're done. Now we're going to target the cover, and we want to add width of 40%. Now with this, you can see that the width is readjusted, and then we want to add height of 100% and also the position relative. And now we want to give the image max width and max height 100%, and we want to add object fit to contain, and we also want to rotate it and also scale it up a bit. Now we want to target the H2 and position it at the left bottom corner. So we want to add absolute positioning, and we want to add font color and then top and right value and also opacity and a z-index of -1. Now with that, we are done with the form for the desktop view. Now we want to change it for the mobile screens or the tablet screens. So we're going to target max width of 720 pixels. So I'm going to add the media query and do that. And then we're going to target the container, and we're going to give it width of 80 viewport width and also flex direction to column so that they stack on top of each other. And then we want to give margin bottom as this. Now we're going to target the form and cover. So I'm going to give width to 100%. And we also want to add margin 1 rem top and bottom and left and right as 0. So we're done with the tablet view. Now let's move on to the smaller mobile screen. So we're going to add HTML font size as 50%, which is going to make 1 rem to 8 pixels. So we are also done with the mobile screens. So yeah, this is the project. I hope you guys learned something. So thanks for watching. Meet you guys in the next video.